Welcome back to Profiles in Caring as we conclude our story now on microcredit loans made by an organization called EMI. Doug Jardine wraps things up now from El Salvador.
Luego caminamos. Toda la vida he hecho esto.
All of my life I have made bricks, he says, but this loan helped us buy additional material to increase the number of bricks we could make at any one time. My family is better, my children are happy, they are able to go to school, they are progressing in the business.
Con eso tenemos nuestra alimentación.
This is what gives us a chance to see ourselves as a family and to grow and be happy as a family, the mother tells me. And everybody helps, the girls and boys, even the smallest daughter, by bringing water to help make the bricks and then taking the bricks to the oven for baking. And for Enterprise Mentors loan officer Edgardo, almost a sense of elation.
Me siento bien porque yo sé que estamos ayudando a muchas familias.
I feel so good to know that we are doing good and helping families, he tells me. It's a good opportunity to address the family's problems and see and encourage them to be better and better their own situations. At the very least, we are giving them what they need to have successful businesses and get food and education and the basics for their families. And because of the microcredit loan from EMI, Victor is now up to an incredible 40,000 bricks a month. The rains finally come. They probably need to here for this family to give them a break from making the thousands of bricks a day. Now they can go in and talk about studying and educational futures they could have never experienced without Enterprise Mentors.
We have great love for the people, and because the kind of people that work in our staff are very unique in their feelings, we have been very selective at finding sensitive people who understand poverty. Many of them have been very poor, and they came out of poverty because of applying the principles that we actually teach. In some cases, even our own clients have become the loan officers, and that is a very important aspect of what we do, because they have expressed a great desire to bless the community where they live, because they have seen the struggle of working with the poor, and they may become rich in their own way. So that we have a saying in our foundation, please let the poor help the poor. We understand that too much help is going to ruin these people, so we go little by little, and that's a great thing that we do, help the poor with the poor.
You'll find those helped by Enterprise Mentors International in all parts of Latin America and the Philippines. Their only limitation is money raised to continue loaning efforts here, to help find the poorest but most deserving recipients of $150 loans. They may find a young girl on a college campus in San Salvador and help her turn her painting of little trinkets into a family affair, with mom carving out wood patterns and finished product heading to the United States.
La situación económica no pude terminar de hacer algunas cosas.
It may be the family of Juan Jose Batres Carlos who decided to use their small loan to begin this crochet and needlepoint business in their home. Their house is spotless, the dirt floor cleanly swept, and the family, once divided while Juan was away working during the week, now works together to sell their wares. Are they making thousands of dollars? No, of course not. Are they together? Yes. And that is worth the world to them.
They have to pay me 50% of the cost of the order first, in order to...
Cuando yo entrego el pedido me dan la...
And when I give them the order finished, I get the other 50%.
Making pillows keeps Ana Margarita Saldana and her children together. She makes 100 pillows a week at $5 per pair. Or you may go to a town built after powerful earthquakes ravaged this area of El Salvador just a few years ago. And in station E192, you'll find Adelaide and her family making little stools and tables. $150 from Enterprise Mentors helped them buy necessary materials. Now the family not only survives in these tough conditions, but makes more than enough to feed the children and send them to school.
One person at a time, but we don't want it to take forever either, because there's a lot of people suffering and in the throes of poverty right now. If we feel like we take too much time, then that's that much more time that 1, 2, a million, 2 million, 3 million people suffer, and we don't want that to happen if we can help it. We feel like it's our responsibility, insofar as we possibly can, to be able to grow as quickly as we can, as safely as we can, as carefully as we can, so that we're not doing it with wild abandon, but that we are doing it with good practical business sense, and yet at the same time we're reaching for the stars and serving as many people as we possibly can.
Most don't have the chance to travel and see the very positive impacts these loans from EMI can make. So you get to believe the testimonials of others, that loans beginning from $60 to about $150 can literally start to change the world by allowing Dominga to make wood carbon, Francisco to live a dream of producing piñatas, the four amigos to make gorgeous furniture, Noé Conejo, who lost his wife, to support his children baking bread, and Victor Serna and his family now to have a successful brick-making business, with children going to school and dreaming of careers as doctors and dentists. It is a hand up, not a handout, and Enterprise Mentors International is a world leader in helping people help themselves to break the cycle of worldwide poverty.
I didn't think it was possible before. But having seen it in action, I think it is possible to wipe out poverty in this way. Not by the dole system, not by a handout, but by helping people lift themselves up and lift those around them up. That's the way to accommodate for this and to eradicate this terrible challenge that the entire world suffers from. I was overwhelmed with the thought of how much we have, how abundant our lives are, and how people endure throughout the world with having so little. In fact, what we would call nothing. And yet, even in that nothingness, they find hope. And that's the ingredient to save the future.
It is a huge difference that EMI makes, Enterprise Mentors International, here in El Salvador or wherever they operate around the world, with these microcredit loans of about $150 given to a person who in turn helps a family, who in turn helps a community. Change lives for the better. Finally a chance to get out of this circle of poverty. What a story. Doug Jardine reporting for Profiles in Caring in El Salvador. Kimberly, back to you.
Thank you, Doug, and Enterprise Mentors. And of course, we all wish all the individuals and families helped by these microcredit loans the very best. If you'd like to learn more about EMI and their microcredit loan program, or if you'd like to share your video story with us, log on to our website, goodtube.org. I'm Kimberly Perkins. Thanks for watching, and thanks for caring.